Hi there, happy hump day and welcome to Wednesday. You may not realise it, but the 15th of October, it's World Values Day. Now you might be sitting back and thinking, World Values Day, why would we have a day devoted to values? It's so important. Our values guide how we think and what we do. And yet often we don't spend enough time thinking about our values and how we use them, how they influence what we do and what we don't do. You know, it was His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama who said, open your arms to change, but don't let go of your values. And yet, in many parts of society, we see people who step back from their values, who sidestep the things that are important to them. And often they're doing it because they're trying to appease both sides of some sort of ideological debate, or perhaps because they want everybody to like them, or they think that they're going to be able to achieve what it is they want to achieve by ignoring their values. We see this happen in the corporate and working world as well, in an effort to appease people, in an effort to build relationships. People step back and don't step into the conversations about things that really matter to them. And it's very easy when that happens for the person to lose sight of who they are and what they stand for. Because they're thinking that to be influential, they need to be something other than who they are. And they're stepping away from their beliefs and their values because they're altering them to fit in with the people who have power. The challenge with this approach, and the research backs this up, is that over time what happens is it erodes your sense of self. It actually causes you psychological distress. That can have ongoing emotional ramifications. But it also impacts how people perceive and relate to you. Because when you think about it, when people know who you are, when they know what you stand for, there's a consistency in behaviour. There's a consistency in what you say and what you do. Whereas when you're sidestepping your values, when you're shifting and changing your beliefs to fit in with everybody else around you, the people that you work with are going to notice that disconnect. This breeds distrust. It also puts your credibility and your integrity in doubt, making it harder for people to trust you, for people to want to work with you, because they're not going to know when it is you're going to change your mind. They're going to question what it is that you're really standing for, making it harder for you to collaborate and ultimately get things done. In contrast, when you're really clear who you are, what you stand for, how your values drive your decisions, when you turn up and behave in a way that is consistent, it's far easier to build long-lasting, solid relationships. And that's because when the people work with you, they know what they're going to get. They know how you're going to show up. Those expectations are clear. So if you want to stay connected, if you want to build really deep relationships, but also importantly, stay true to who you are, then there's some questions to consider. Firstly, do you know what you actually stand for? What are your values and how are your values driving how you see the world and the decisions that you're making? Are your words and your actions aligned with those values? Are you consistent in how you apply those values? And where are those moments where you feel like you may be stepping across those values? Because when you do that, you've entered dangerous territory. When you're really clear on your values, it helps to guide what you do and what you don't do, and what you say and what you don't say. Now, I love the words of Michelle Obama, who said, I've learned that as long as I hold fast to my beliefs and values and follow my own moral compass, then the only expectations that I need to live up to are my own. So for you, what are your values? What's the moral compass that you're using to make the decisions that you need to make to get the progress that you need? Take care, and I'll see you next week.